So, I just finished the message to Adolf video, and I just wanted to make a little video. Another one. Another banger, if you will. Not really. Excuse me. This is why I'm scuffed, if you can't tell. Or, this is why these videos are. Forewarning, just a warning, you will hear my dog in the background. He's snoring right now. Maybe my cat as well. But I just, wanted to make a video on why I read manga. And to answer that, it's a pretty simple one. Well, this will be like a 10-20 minute video. I'm limited on time, so I figured might as well just get right into this. I read manga because, well, it feels a lot easier than watching anime. Don't get me wrong, I still watch anime, but I feel like I read a lot more manga. Well, it depends, on the month and what's out, what season of anime. But I feel like with manga, you don't get fillers. And with anime, you do. And, when I was younger, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z. And, a couple years ago, I was watching Dragon Ball Super. And when I first watched Naruto, in 2016, I didn't know what fillers were at the time. And, yeah. I just don't like fillers. That's why I'm not watching One Piece. Because in my opinion, the One Piece anime is overrated. That's my hot take of the day. My simple reasoning for that is, again, just like I said, the fillers. The fillers are time consuming. Not a lot of people have many hours in the day to perhaps watch 20 minutes, an hour, 100, 1,000 episodes, Depends on the anime, right? Oh yeah, you like that little transition? Some more of Saitama reading manga or magazines. Who doesn't love Saitama? I love One Punch Man. I haven't watched season 2 of One Punch Man, but apparently they do the series dirty. Anyway, back to a little bit of why I read manga. The fillers, I don't like fillers. I hate fillers. Looking back on it now, watching Dragon Ball Z, I was completely oblivious to fillers. Even though Dragon Ball Z had very few fillers to my knowledge, but Naruto had some, like quite a bit, or does. Like, I know Naruto Shippuden has a whole filler arc of Killer Bee and Naruto just on a goddamn boat, just going to do their training. I'm not... is that a spoiler? I don't know. Because Naruto is like, what? A decade, 20 years old? Or at least Shippuden is, or something like that. You've had time to watch it. I haven't watched it. And even I... Sorry about this. There's fuzz on the mic. There we go. And even I know the whole story. Just by... I haven't watched it all. But just playing the video games like Ninja Storm 4 and 3. You already... You learn through the story through the video game. You learn the story through the video game. So... Just... That... Basically how I, got lore and knowledge through the game. And yeah. But anyway, back to some points about why reading manga, or like why I read manga. With manga has better pacing at times, depending on the manga. For example, One Piece manga. Shit talk the anime a little bit. But the manga has good pacing. Like, some people have told me, if you don't want to watch the anime, manga has better pacing anyway. They don't drag out shit, to my knowledge, from what I've been told. And for me, it's like, I feel like sitting down for 20 minutes. I can do that, yeah. I can watch anime, but with manga, I feel like I can stop at any time. I can go at my own pace. I'm not limited, It's like I control how fast I want to go, and like if I'm not paying attention very well, put a bookmark in, go back to it later. I read physical copies. That's just how I am. I don't like reading things digitally. For example, webtoons. Um, I mean, back in 2016, I was really avid on watching that. Not watching, reading. There were a couple comics I'd read before bed at night. Or rather, at night trying to sleep, I'd read some comics on there. But I've just sort of grown out of that phase where I just don't like reading comics online. Something about the experience doesn't feel very nice. Not trying to shit talk them, but that's just how I feel. Um, Not really a hot take on that. Another, variant is source material is nice to see. And yeah. This is really bad, but let me get my cat. Thomas. Oh, never mind. Never mind. He made it up on his own. Congratulations. He's 18. But where was I? Yeah, source material. The source material, it's better to see it that way. Sometimes in anime, the art is more polished. And, you don't have to have people questioning the noises. Like if you're watching subbed anime, with the Japanese voice actors and whatnot, some of it can sound a bit weird, as I've been told by. Sometimes I watch anime with my dad. He doesn't like it, no. Mm-mm. But he tolerates it. Source material. Back to that. It's just nice, And, like, I love supporting the mangakas through buying their manga, physical copies. I don't know how it works with, like, online manga reading if you're not reading illegal scans, like Shonen Jump app. But it's nice to contribute to them, sort of maybe perhaps motivate them. And you get special messages at either the beginning or endings. So that's a plus. Can really appreciate that. And, you know, I don't know. Again, I don't know how it works on the Shonen Jump app or like reading scans and whatnot. But it's a nice little thing. I'm not. This isn't a video about like, oh, why you should read physical copies. I'm just, saying or adding on some stuff as what I find neat about it, I guess. Um, Gosh, what else? Mm, yeah, back to my point about the time thing. Like, some people don't have enough time on their days to watch anime. Maybe they're too tired or whatnot. Reading manga is definitely, like, I'd say better in that aspect, because typically manga is ahead of anime, um, as it is, source material sometimes. Unlike for the saga of Tatarion, that one with the girl, the little girl who's actually reincarnated. I haven't watched that anime. I've seen like the first couple minutes, but I believe it. The anime is based off of the light novel, or it's a bit of a confusing thing. Like there's manga that's based off of their light novels, and some manga can be based off of anime. I know that. I can't name an example, but I know I've seen an example like that before. Um, I've also just thought of another anime that has a lot of fillers. Boruto. I was watching it in the beginning, like when it was first airing and whatnot, because I think that was around the time when My Hero Academia came out, and I stopped watching Boruto because fillers. I was like, come on, just progress with the main story. But now it's gotten better. If you can, I mean, obviously you can dish out what are fillers and what aren't. Then you'll have a happy time watching. Wikipedia. I'm sure. I believe someone on a Discord they they sent a screenshot of like the fillers, or maybe it was on Reddit. I'm not sure, but they sent a screenshot of how many fillers or which anime had the most fillers. And if I remember correctly, it was like Gintama, One Piece, and Naruto. Those three had like the most filler episodes or arcs. And you know, do what you want, I guess. Milk the series while you can. But yeah. Also, another reason why I read manga is because the services, like, if there's an anime at like Prison School, I think that's only on Funimation, and I'm not gonna watch it illegally because I'm too lazy to do that. So reading the manga, is sort of better. Wow, I can see the pros and cons to both reading manga and being an anime watcher. Because anime is typically more condensed, whereas you have to get volumes and whatnot of manga or read chapters. And, like, one episode is condensed of 2 chapters. I think, I'm not quite sure. That's what I gathered based on Attack on Titan. Somebody in a Reddit was like, this episode is this chapter and this chapter, like 73, 74 combined. In that sense, it is better. But also with manga, for some series like Berserk, Hiatus X Hiatus, Hunter X Hunter, those are on hiatus a lot, along with Real and what is it called? Vagabonds? Not Vagabond. Yeah, Vagabond. Some of those series go on hiatus. I could throw in some quick little things about some manga or anime I just won't watch. No hate towards them or anything. I just can't be bothered. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I have a hot take on that. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but it was going to be like why I read manga. But we've sort of drifted into a whole mix of things. There. This is the last picture before I get too carried away and end without showing you guys this. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, in my opinion, part 1 and part 2 are better than the stands part. I feel like when stands get incorporated, it seems a bit repetitive. I know when I watched part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it felt repetitive, and it felt like, I don't know, I was watching it because of the hype and how much it's gotten credited for. And, meh. Maybe I'll read the manga, maybe that's better. I mean, I've completed part 1 of the manga. I guess I can... And then, for example, with manga, you don't get to see trash. You already know if the anime is going to be trash or not based on the manga. For example, if Samurai 8 were to get an anime, it'd be trash. Like, for me personally, I read that, I was not into it at all. And same way, The Land of Lustrous. I read that, and I'm not really into it. I've talked about that before. Or maybe I haven't. I don't think I have, but I'm going to in my next video, which is going to be a long video. Probably an hour-long video. I gotta finish making the slideshow for that. It'll probably be out in 2 weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks. Whenever the other manga tubers... I'm not really a manga tuber, but I don't know what I'd label myself. Whenever the others, upload their videos, their reading logs, that's what it's gonna be, a reading log for March. And that's another thing why I like reading manga. Reading manga, not writing manga. I'd love to write a manga, but I I don't know how that would work. You can't really do that if you're American. If you're not in Japan, you cannot do that. For example, Doctor Stone, um, Boichi, um, he I can't remember if he's the writer or the illustrator, but he is from Korea, South Korea, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And, I don't know how uncommon that is for a foreigner to help write a manga, help produce a manga, but that's that. Um, what was I going to say? This is why I should take notes about like what I want to talk about instead of doing a video like this where I just go on and on about stuff. Mm, hmm. Right. I sort of remember. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for that. Well, I guess with that sneeze, I think I'm probably going to wrap up this video because I don't really have much else I want to talk about. I've talked about mainly what I want to talk about, like why I read manga over watching anime and whatnot. And, my dog's coughing up a storm, so I'll assist him. But, this was probably one of my worst videos. And that's okay, because I don't really care. I guess I'm doing this for fun. Just to get it out there, voice my opinion, because I don't really talk to anyone about manga or anime. But I am in Discords. I guess, if you have a Discord and you want to invite me, just leave me a link. I've been thinking about making a Discord. I might. So I'll do a video on that if I do make one. And the next video, 2 weeks if you care. That's about it. See you on the next one.